I feel like I am this close to figuring out a big clue with SafeMoon and what organization it is that they might be working with, but I hit a little bit of a brick wall, which is why I'm making this video. I want to share with you guys all of my research notes, and then hopefully you guys in the community and girls can help me in trying to piece this together and figure out the next step. But I think that I'm onto something. I'd like to know what your thoughts are. And so we have pictures and video. There's an individual that's tied to both of them. Some other key things I want to be able to point out to you guys. And it's really interesting, so you don't want to go anywhere. Before we do get into it, I want to say a quick special shout-out thank you to our Patreon supporters. Double shout-out thank you to Xavier Zamora, Victor, Troy Smothers, and 1010 Buns for being higher-level patrons. You can join for as little as $1 a month. There is a link in the description. You can also become a YouTube member by clicking the Join button right down below. And we do have merchandise available if you'd like to check that out. Same thing right down below the video here. There's t-shirts, mugs, backpacks, all kinds of stuff there, and that is a discount of 15% off for the next 7 days. I am not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. With that being said, let's go ahead and get on into the news. So some of you guys may recall this photo. This is John with two different members of the Gambia government this is dated back to 2018. And interestingly enough, this was also discussed, but with a little bit more details from John over on Discord, in which he had said back on May 23rd, SafeMoon looks forward to continuing the discussions with the Gambia government officials in an upcoming trip to Banjul. So with this image and the trip that he took, he elaborated what specific part of the Gambia that he would be going to. Okay? So hold on to that element. Another thing is that he mentioned over on June 19th. Empty promises don't get you in front of decision makers of a country, then get invited to others. So it wasn't just one meeting. He had meetings with several others, that people that make decisions over in the Gambia. Okay, so what I'm trying to kind of fully lead into, and there's a lot of information here again, so it's the puzzle pieces. Help me try and put this together. This guy on the far right, if you look at him right here, he looks like, to me, the same guy that was in the Operation Phoenix video right here at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. The guy on the far left-hand side. When I did a side-by-side comparison of the two of them, to me, it looks like it is the same guy. I would like to know if you guys think that it is, but I feel really confident that it's the same guy. I asked people in a live stream once, and they also said the same thing. So I want to know who that guy is. If you see the lady in red right here, just briefly, I believe that is John's mom. She has a little bit of a reddish brown to the tip of her hair, and John's mom does have like a reddish brown or reddish hair as well. So I think the two of them went to the same place. I don't know if any of these other individuals were inside of this video. I think that these people that are walking around in the colored shirts are a member of the police force, and they're essentially walking along as escorts for the different government officials. Okay, so some other key things is that if we go into this video here just a little bit more, what are we doing? We're going back, I believe.
To a wider and greater partners to bring innovation and opportunity to a wider partners.
A little bit more.
Have not
right here. Okay, at this point in the video, something I want to point out to you is the table. I know that may sound a little bit weird, but yeah, look at the table. So if you notice in this table, it has these sort of incline pieces here with little holes. You could probably run cables through them if I had to take a guess. You also have the black sectioned off shapes for where they're just kind of being able to place things down, and it's got the wood splits, and it's a stark wood, and it runs straight along and then cuts across this way. You might be asking like, well, what about the table, right? Interestingly enough, I decided to look into the Gambia Police Force because I remember their logo icon being the same thing that you see in this image up on top here, where it says Serious Crime Unit. You combine the left and the right-hand side, and you actually end up getting this image right here. Okay? So I think that was a nice little interesting combination to start with. And when you take a look at the table, lo and behold, it looks like the same table, except for this specific table, it doesn't have on the center pieces the secondary hole to be able to run them through. Upon further conducted research, this table looks like it might be a manufacturer coming out of China. So yeah, there might be other places that have it, but when we're talking about the Gambia specifically, started to notice a trend the further down the rabbit hole that we went. And so upon further investigation, could find that this table was also identified here, which is a gallery for an organization called UNOCA, UNOCA, and then also during this one with ECOWAS, which we have talked about ECOWAS in previous videos, and that's met with Minister Ba. And then we also have this one here where French investors are exploring the potential to invest in the Gambia at Guineco. Another table, this one also having the holes inside of it. Same thing with this one right here. Gambia government signs partnership with UNDP to close inequality gaps in rural communities. And you kind of get the point, okay? Now, another thing that I want to point out is that when I looked at this video, the backdrop, I saw the wood and I thought, oh, this building's under construction. That's my assumption, is that like they haven't finished building it out yet. Maybe it had to do with Taft City or something. And I'm less inclined to believe that now, because when we go and look at this image here of honorary Sidi Kita, I think is how you say his name, where he's standing in the backdrop there, that type of wood has those little sort of natural design patterns that we also see here on this kind of wood. I don't know if it's the lighting that's making it look a little bit different. I think that it's a different kind of wood, so I'm not saying that that was from the same exact place. But my big point that I'm trying to say is that very well this looks like it could be a finished building. And so when we take a look at the cabinet, these individuals right here might also play in with this image back when John had posted this on June 9th. There is an individual that's inside the frame there hanging up on the wall. I would assume more than likely that that is either a former official or a current official, probably a current official, and it's probably the guy that they actually went to go meet. I can't tell from that picture who exactly it is, but from what I'm assuming, it might be tied in with one of these individuals who are part of the office cabinet for the Republic of the Gambia. I have suspicions that they may have met with the honorary Hamat. I don't know how to say these names. I'm sorry. Minister of Tourism and Culture. I think that they could have met with the Minister of Interior. I think honorary James Gomez, who's the Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources. He's the one that was in the old photo back here. He's the one on the far left right there. Sorry, he's the one in the middle. My bad. He's the one in the middle right there. And then also we have the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, obviously. That's ties in with money. And then we have Minister of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration, and Employment as well. And so when we go back over here to the Discord where they said that they took an upcoming trip to Banjul, we go ahead and take a look on the map of Banjul, and what we can see for the Gambia is that Banjul is located over here on the eastern side of the country, sort of like northeastern section. And there's some places as we zoom in that does kind of raise some questions if that's where they maybe went. Is like the Department of State for the Interior, which I had just mentioned about a little bit ago. Central Bank of the Gambia is over there. You also have located, where did it go? They have Atlas. Oh, what's up, guys? The Banjul City Council. You have the... It's a little hard to find things like this. I'm sorry. Where did it go? Ministry. There we go. You have some of the ministries, like Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education as another example, and the Ministry of Agriculture, Gambia. And yeah, so as you can tell, there's some different options that are there that seem like they could be good possibilities. I would love to know what you guys think about that. And then lastly was this, which is also located over in Banjul. This was part of the national launching of the Program for Accelerated Community Development, or PAC-D. And that was dated back in October. I don't know if there's ties potentially with that as well, but the government for the Gambia was directly tied to that as well. So the big question, guys, who is this person on the far right? Who is he? Why was he here right outside the building that has a serious crime unit sticker on it? And was he also walking around with them during the Operation Phoenix? Does he have ties to John's mom? Does he have any ties to the cabinet? Is he a member of the cabinet? I don't think that he is one of these individuals, but I could be wrong. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any clues of who you think that he is. And as far as this table goes, it just looks like it ties in, the reason why I showcase that, to a lot of the ministry departments. So I think that in this part of the video, they're visiting one of the ministers of the Gambia. Which one specifically, I'm having a little trouble on that. I did try to invert the notepad right here and blow it up and try and clean up some of the lettering. I was not able to do that. I was curious to read what their notes were, but I couldn't get a clear enough interpretation of it. I did try though. And I also was trying to see if I could see some indications of who this individual was. I mean, another side clue is that technically in this video, if you guys want to go like full on detective mode, then you got in, come on, this part of the video, right? Where is it?
Keep in mind that SafeMoon will always be respectful.
Maybe I missed it.
And of it's great to see
right there. Okay. The Range Rover has a license plate. You can be able to decipher it. I don't know. Maybe figure out who the owner is. That's somebody that would have visited with them. Like, I don't even know if that's technically legal to look up people's license plates. So pursue that with your own discretion. I see the shipping containers in the back, and I'm thinking that they might be close to the coastline because I'm guessing that they may have brought those in right around there. This looks like a little bit more of a tropical area, but I could be wrong on that. I mean, I very well could be wrong on that. Let me know what you guys think on all this in the comments down below. I did try to do as much research as I could, but I need help with the community at this point. And I do have referral links in the description if you want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock. And if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button, click the bell icon so you know whenever we go live, and I will see you in the next episode.